Hey, good morning, my adult athletes. Hey, listen, let's go ahead and work on a growth mindset today. And then I'm going to show you some exercises that I think are really important to make sure we're getting rid of maybe some headaches and some fatigue and some weakness and some poor posture issues. But hey, is there something right now in your life that you wish you were better at? Just one thing. There's probably a lot of things. I know there's a million things I'd like to be better at, but pick one thing that you feel if you put some time into it, you can get better at it, but you got to believe it. Now, if I say to you, hey, I want to make the New York Knicks by next year, I don't know if that's going to happen. Okay, that's just not something that's possible. But if I said to you, hey, I'd like to learn how to surf, which is something I've actually never done. I've body surfed, but I've actually never surfed. I think I could learn that. I think if you gave me some time, even a week, and you gave me a board and just let me go, I would learn that. I'm going to get discouraged, but that's a great thing because the discouraging means that you're trying to solve a problem. You're getting challenged. So whatever it might be, I'll give you something simple I did years ago. I now use, if I use a mouse on my computer, I do it with my left hand. Many years ago, I remember having one time to have to use my left hand for something. I can't remember why. And I'm trying to move the arrow around, and it kept going in the opposite direction. I couldn't figure it out, so it was a challenge to me. So now, if I use my right hand, it feels funny. I use my left hand because it was a challenge I took on. That's something really small. What do you have in your life right now that you can challenge yourself with, not give up on, and accomplish? Okay, that means you don't have a fixed mindset saying, I can't do that. This is who I am. I'll never get there. Get rid of that, okay? Have a growth mindset and challenge yourself. All right, hey, listen. Do you ever see yourself or you ever hear this? It's all over the place where we have really bad posture, right? We get, so what that causes stress headaches, tension headaches, fatigue, just because we're not breathing as well. It can cause pain in our hips and our stomach and our groin. It can cause, like I said, headaches. It can cause pain in the legs simply because we're not breathing properly, because everything is getting squished down. It just isn't healthy. How can we fix that? Let's do some exercises. This is awesome for the young kids all the way up to us adults who need to stay healthy, especially you older adults that gravity is starting to win. Okay, let's be honest. As we get older, we got to work, okay, because gravity starts to beat us. But if we have a growth mindset and we work at it, we can maintain amazing posture and feel great. So let me show you a couple exercises. So one of the exercises that is pretty simple to do is if you have a pair of straps, okay, this could be rings or whatever it is that you like to use. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay back a little bit and I'm going to do what we call a rowing action. This is a double arm or bilateral rowing action. Right now my shoulder blades are pulled apart. Well, I'm going to pull them together, keep my core nice and tight because I don't want to arch my back. I want to stay tight, and I'm just going to bring my shoulder blades together. Notice my arms don't go real far because if my arms go too far, now I start tilting my shoulder blades up, and that creates all this other kind of tension I don't want. So I'm just going to row nice and smooth and down, up, really smooth, and control it. By controlling it on the way down, I'm actually building what we call eccentric strength, which helps me consistently throughout the day fight this ability of gravity to beat us and pull us down. So I have to have this ability to have some eccentric and isometric strength to be able to hold my posture. Okay, now, that's a really good exercise, maybe a nice beginning exercise, but I'm going to tell you what helps us even more. We have these things through our body, this stuff called fascia. And I have a really good interview coming up. I'm not going to give it away yet, but coming up on my podcast, gentleman that has studied this in depth, and it's amazing. So if we think about these things called fibroblasts that are all around this fascia, and what they do is it's like Spider-Man shooting his web everywhere. So anytime I'm in a bad posture, so I'm typing for about a half hour, even 10 minutes, these fibroblasts are forming all over, and they're holding me in that posture. So I have to make sure I'm moving. So even though this bilateral is a great exercise, I think this one's even better. If I take a band, okay, and I go with one arm, and I rotate, so look at, I'm doing that same action, but I'm adding some rotation. that even fits this fascial stuff in our body even better to help our posture even more. Now I can split my legs and do the same thing, and that even increases its benefit even more. So maybe you have some kind of contraption like this. I just happen to have these anchor point straps, which are fantastic. I can get a little bit creative for you higher level adult athletes who might want to do like some kind of a stepping action where you step and you row and you punch. You step and you row, but notice I'm still bringing those shoulder blades back together to help this posture come back into normal posture. So hey, growth mindset today. What can you do to get better? How can you work on your posture to help your thinking, your posture, your strength, get rid of that tension headache, help yourself breathe better, and have an amazing day. Hey guys, we'll see you tomorrow.